Happy New Year, everyone. First Power 5 of 2025. We had some good ones in 2024. We had some okay ones. We had some not so good ones. And then we had yesterday, which was quite obviously a steaming pile of horse crap. Definitely saved the worst for last. Let's see if we can get back on the horse on New Year's Day, where we've got 3 college football playoff games. Hopefully, no crap this time. We start with the Peach Bowl, where Texas is a 13-point favorite over upstart Arizona State. A meeting of the last 2 Big 12 champions. Of course, Texas no longer in that conference. They just played here in Atlanta, losing to Georgia in the SEC championship game. No doubt in my mind who the better team is here, but I don't really want to lay this large of a number with the Texas team that often struggles to win by margin, not very good at closing out games. Also, Arizona State is the best ATS team in the country, having covered 11 of its 13 games this season, as you heard on the morning wager with Mark Zinno. I do like Sun Devils running back Cam Scatabo to go over his receiving yards prop of 27.5. Scatabo accumulated a combined 2,074 yards rushing and receiving this season. Over half that yardage came after contact. Scatabo has caused 104 missed tackles this year. While he is primarily a runner, okay, we all know that, Scatabo did have at least 33 yards receiving in 6 of his last 9 games. Twice he went over 100 yards receiving in a game. Arizona State obviously needs Scatabo heavily involved to win this game, but they can't just necessarily hand him the ball every time. So look for him to be a factor in the passing game in the Peach Bowl. The granddaddy of them all, the Rose Bowl, pits Big Ten rivals Ohio State and Oregon against one another. This is probably the most looked forward to of the 4 quarterfinal matchups in the college football playoff. Oregon ranked number 1 and the only undefeated team in the country, but they are the underdog here, even though they beat Ohio State 32-31 in the regular season. Of course, that was at home and as 3.5-point underdogs here. The Buckeyes, 2.5-point favorites on a neutral field that is up from -1. The total's really on the move. It's gone from 52.5 to 55.5, and it looks like we're going to hit 56. I would still look at the over, but not at any higher than the key number of 56. For the record, the over-under closed 54.5 for that regular season meeting, and the teams obviously went over that. Oregon is the only team this season to score more than 17 points against the Buckeyes' top-ranked defense, while the Ohio State offense was certainly firing on all cylinders in that first-round win over Tennessee. Last but not least, we've got the Sugar Bowl between Notre Dame and Georgia. Georgia, even with a backup quarterback, holding steady as a 1-point favorite as of this morning, but it looks like this line is moving in the other direction, and Notre Dame may go off as the favorite. Georgia, it's interesting. If the line does move, then I guess this statement isn't true. Georgia was poised, okay, as of this morning, to be the only team coming off a bye favored in the quarterfinals. But like I said, I think this line might flip by kickoff. The total's gone from 44 to 45, but I like the under. Think it should be a defensive affair. Obviously, the X factor is going to be Georgia quarterback Gunnar Stockton, who is making his first career start in an incredibly big spot. I would still trust this Bulldogs defense, though, to slow down the Notre Dame rushing attack, which was actually not very effective against Indiana, save for that one huge 98-yard touchdown run. Of course, the Fighting Irish have a pretty good defense themselves. Only 2 teams have scored more than 17 against Marcus Freeman's team this season. All right, that's something for all 3 college football games. Comment down below with your thoughts. Now, I understand yesterday's video may have really turned you off on what I have to say, which is too bad. But when it comes to client releases at WagerTalk.com, I am on a 6-1 all sports run. Nice run there to close 2024. Not to mention, I'm still number 1 in college football over the last 13 months at WagerTalk, up 56.1 units. That's with my client plays, my strongest selections that you go and get at the website, wt.buzz/BP is the quickest way to get there. Today, I have a big one. It's a very rare 5% max bet on one of these playoff games. Been talking about it for weeks. I jumped on this right away. I've released only 2 5% plays during the college football regular season. Both of them did win. Texas Tech over Arizona State on September 21st. Fresno State over Colorado State on November 23rd. I am 9-3, 75% with all max bets in football, NFL, and college over the last 13 months. Plus, if interested, you can get the 5% max bet plus a bonus team total for just $39 right now. Again, wt.buzz/BP is the place to go. I've released 2 team totals in the Bulls to clients. Both of those plays won. All right, this is the Power 5, so I do need to give you 2 more things to look at for Wednesday. I found something interesting in an oddball college basketball matchup. Rice is taking on Tulsa. Tulsa's a 2-point home favorite this afternoon. Guess what? They've won and covered 10 straight meetings against Rice. Just thought I'd pass that along. Also, if you're looking to bet something early, take UNC Greensboro +2 against Wofford. That is a noon Eastern tip. That will do it for the New Year's Day edition of the Power 5. Let's make 2025 a profitable year, everybody. Starting today, smash that like button if you enjoyed the show. Make sure you're subscribed to the WagerTalk YouTube channel. And until next time, guys, let's cash some tickets.